The water is completely still. Your guide said this part of the river was clear. He said that about 4 minutes ago. The boat lifts. Not rocks, not a wave. Something underneath you just decided you were in the wrong place. Then the wood splinters, and you're in the water. You surface. The boat is in 2 pieces. Your guide is gone. Left bank is closer, maybe 15 meters. Right bank is farther, 30 meters, maybe more. You have about 3 seconds to pick one before the adrenaline makes the decision for you. Which way? Most people pick left. Most people are wrong. Because the hippo that just destroyed your boat is now between you and the left bank. You can't see it. That's the whole problem with hippos. They don't surface dramatically like sharks. They don't circle. They wait. Submerged. Patient. And at this moment, somewhere under the brown water within 15 meters of you, something that weighs 3,000 kilograms is deciding what to do next. You go right. Not because you knew, because you panicked in the right direction. Congratulations, that counts. You're swimming hard, arms pulling, legs kicking. And then you stop, because something just occurred to you. You're in a river in Africa, thrashing around like an injured animal, making exactly the kind of noise and movement that draws attention. You slow down, not stop, slow, calm strokes, controlled breathing, eyes scanning the surface. Here's something your brain is about to use. Hippos don't swim. Let that land for a second. The animal famous for living in water cannot swim. It walks along the riverbed, pushing itself up to breathe, then sinking back down, which means its speed depends entirely on the depth. Chest-deep water, it's faster than you. 10 feet deep, it's slower, much slower. You look at the water around you, dark, deep, moving. You are currently in the hippo's worst zone and your best zone. Keep going. You reach the right bank. You pull yourself up. Mud, reeds, solid ground. You made it. You turn around. The surface of the river is completely calm. Nothing there. You actually laugh a little. Shaky, disbelieving, slightly unhinged laughter. The kind your body does when it can't believe it worked. Then the reeds to your left move. Not wind. There is a hippo on the bank. Not in the water. On land. Between you and the tree line. Maybe 20 meters away. It hasn't seen you yet. Or it has, and it's deciding. With hippos, you genuinely cannot tell. Do you stay completely still? Or do you back away slowly toward the trees? Here is what you need to know right now. Hippos are not hunting you. They never are. They don't see you as food. What they see is something standing between them and their water. That is the one thing a hippo cannot tolerate. And right now, you are between this hippo and the river it just came from. You back away, slowly. No sudden movements. No eye contact. Every step feels like it takes a full minute. The hippo watches. Its mouth opens slightly. Not a yawn. A warning. It charges. No buildup. No second warning. 0 to full speed in about 2 seconds. Here is a fact your legs need to understand immediately. A hippo can run 30 kilometers per hour. You cannot outrun it in a straight line. Full stop. Not a maybe. Not if you're fast enough. You cannot. So you don't run straight. You cut left. Hard. Then right. The hippo adjusts, but slowly. That body weight, 3,000 kilograms, costs it everything on sharp turns. You are a bicycle. It is a freight truck. On a straight road, the truck wins every time. On corners, you have a chance. You see a tree. Not big, but climbable. New decision. Split second. Climb and hope it holds, or keep zigzagging and find something better. You climb. 5 feet up, then 8, then 10. The hippo hits the base of the tree. The entire thing shakes. You hold on. It hits again. You hold on. Then, nothing. You look down. The hippo is standing at the base of the tree, looking up at you with an expression that can only be described as deeply unimpressed. It stays there for 40 seconds, which is genuinely the longest 40 seconds of your life. Then it turns around, walks back toward the river, doesn't look back. You are not interesting to it anymore. You were never interesting to it. You were just in the way. You stay in the tree for another 10 minutes because you are not making another assumption today. When you finally climb down, you take stock. No boat, no guide, no phone. You're on the wrong side of a river with a hippo somewhere in it. Getting back means crossing again, or walking the bank until you find another way. You look at the river, you look at the bank. The bank has thick vegetation that hippos love. The river at least gives you information. You can see the surface, watch for movement, wait for the right moment. Decision. Cross or walk? You cross. Same logic as before. Deep water, slow hippo, calm strokes. You pick the widest part of the river, deepest point, best odds. You go in. Water up to your chest, then your shoulders, then you're swimming. Halfway across, something brushes your leg. You do not scream. You do not kick. You keep swimming. Because whatever that was, fish, plant, current, or something else entirely, your only move is forward. Not faster, just forward. 3 minutes later, you reach the other bank. You pull yourself out. You lie on the mud for a moment. Then you stand up and start walking toward the sound of the road. Much later, wrapped in a towel with something hot in your hands, a wildlife biologist asks you what the hippo looked like underwater. You tell her you didn't see it, just felt it. She nods. Most people don't, she says. They think the danger is the animal they can see. Then she mentions something that stops you cold. The hippo. The animal that destroyed your boat, charged you on land, shook a tree to dislodge you, and grazed your leg in open water. Its closest living relative is the whale. Not the rhino, not the pig, not the elephant. The whale. 55 million years ago, they shared a common ancestor. One branch went into the ocean and never came back. The other stayed at the river's edge. The thing that almost killed you today is, genetically speaking, a cousin of the animal people pay thousands of dollars to watch breaching off the coast of Alaska. You think about that for a while. You don't really know what to do with it, but you don't forget it. Here's what you did right. You went right when everyone goes left. You slowed down when every instinct said sprint. You climbed when you wanted to keep running. You crossed when you wanted to stay safe on land. None of those felt like the right call in the moment. All of them were. Surviving a hippo attack is not about being brave. It's not about being fast, or strong, or prepared. It's about making the least wrong decision every 30 seconds until the situation changes. That's it. That's the whole game. And you played it. One round anyway. Same time next week.